be a servant to our president
and all mankind. You can't believe how wicked these people are to play games with your lives.
There's another Pinellas County inmate moving our ballots. There's another one. They're transporting them from the drop-off station. There's Bay News 9, I believe, filming the same process that we are filming. And here's a reporter with another cameraman. A bit ironic that they would let convicted criminals handle our ballots when they don't even let them vote. Those guys can't even vote.
Corrections Corporation. Yeah, but it's my generation that let this happen. We blew it.
You would think in this country, the United States of America, home of the land of the free, home of the brave, that you would be looking at giving people a second chance within jail, rehabilitation. But it seems like it's nothing but a hotbed for economic opportunity for corporations now.
Yeah. And I would understand training people while they're in jail with the skill that they may be able to use when they come out, but it doesn't seem like that's the motive behind the situation. It just seems like they're taking advantage because the mere fact that they don't have overhead in terms of insurance and workers' comp and all these other things, you're getting all these benefits as a result of having the labor. And if you wanted to say, okay, well, we're training them, we're giving them a skill, we're giving back, it would be one thing. But if you're paying someone 17 cents an hour, that is heinous. I know on previous shows we've talked about, overseas where they're paying 12 cents an hour to people in India and some of the other countries. And I thought that was ridiculous, only to find out that in our own backyard in the United States that we're paying people 17 cents an hour.
Does not discriminate. They'll provide one of their 72,000 beds to anyone who discharges a firearm in the commission of a felony. Corrections Corporation of America owns, operates, and manages a plethora of private corrections facilities. All this demand is good news for companies like CCA. With about 50% of the private prison market, CCA is the largest supplier of private prisons in America. They're in the business of housing and transporting criminals, and they do it on the cheap. How do they do it? Take a little mistreatment, mix in some non-union work, a lot of special sauce, and voila! Private prison surprise in just minutes. With the state looking the other way, they don't even need all those beds. But the company continues to grow regardless, with a 2007 goal of 4,000 to 6,000 new beds, and contracts popping up faster than you can say anal rape. Prisons make sense for tight state and local budgets. No one wants to rob this Mary to make this Mary's confinement less deadly. More states are turning to private companies to do their dirty work, saving tax dollars and time while giving prisoners an exciting, unpredictable life behind bars. CCA received a hard blow after 1998 when the private prison bubble burst. The tech bubble. Same thing. The company's been trending upwards since 2002 when the catch and release program became more catch and less release. Some analysts say the company is counter-cyclical. If you lose $1 million the next time the stock market takes a dive, you may very well head home and kill your mother. And hey, everyone's welcome at CCA's prisons. No velvet rope here, mo bodies, mo profit.
Here's the way a private prison works, okay? You pay somebody to build a fancy cage. Now, if you've got 5,000 people in your cage and you're being paid $30,000, $40,000 a year for them, that's a lot of money. And if you can, on top of that, use them as your private property, as chattel property, that you can then make do work or produce things that you get paid for on top of that. What a great deal. Now, where I come from, when you transform a person into a piece of property, that's called slavery. That's called slavery. That's called slavery.
If I was a terrorist and I wanted to destroy the American way of life, I wouldn't use planes and bombs to kill folks. Hell's bells, that's too risky. You might get caught or killed or both. Real terrorists get results, and then they lay the blame where it can't be found. So here's what I would do if I was a terrorist. I would foreclose on millions of homes, kick folks out of their houses. I would devalue the dollar so the price of everything would go up. I would outsource their jobs so they couldn't find work. I would move the factories to foreign countries, all the good paying factory jobs. I would make education unaffordable. Terrorists don't like having educated people around. I would make health care difficult to get and let the insurance companies just get away with murder. I would listen to their telephone calls, monitor their emails, and use that information to really stick it to them. Then I would give myself a big old tax cut, sit back in luxury, and watch them fight over the crumb.
Corrections Corporation. Yeah, but it's my generation that let this happen. We blew it.
You can't believe how wicked these people are. To play games with your lives and the lives of your babies. Create a war just to get more money, to charge more interest, and send your babies to die for bullshit. 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 I don't have no fear of those bastards. I want